Recording. Put on the switch so I don't accidentally bump it. Alright. GoPro on. Panasonic on. Sony on. Canon on. Pierre on. Oh, it's so good to be back. Pierre didn't realize when he sat down at the table that he would be quite so happy. I mean, Pierre is very happy always, but Pierre was working on putting this video together, and Pierre didn't realize that he missed being here with all of you so much. Let's start. Bonjour! Hello! Welcome back to Cuisine à la Pierre. I know what you are thinking right now. Pierre, where have you been? Well, it's been a long year, let's just say that. And Pierre doesn't have anything to cook for you right now, but while Pierre explains where he's been and what is going to happen next, Pierre thought he would put together his first ever gingerbread house with you. Pierre's never put one together, as they're quite hard to find. Many people I heard in the store were looking for these, and Pierre was holding the last one. This one is by the Jelly Belly, but it is not sponsored. But we are going to put this together and talk about a few things. And you can sit here and watch Pierre as he tries to fumble his way through a gingerbread house, because Pierre's never done one. If you've never done one, let's go over what's inside here. It's a gingerbread unboxing video. We have some icing, kneaded massage pouch for 2 minutes for best results. Okay, so we will kind of rub that first. Well, we'll do that later. We have some little bowls and some, oh, these look like the flavored ones. I see some popcorn and some tutti frutti. Those are the good ones. So then we have just the plain or, fruit flavored ones. And here we have some of the, these are probably hard candies. Looks like holly and berries. And then lastly, we have the house. And lastly, we have the, oh, look at that. That's quite neat. We have, you put your house here, you have a little walkway, some places to put things. Neat. And then Pierre had to go a little overboard, and Pierre got some reindeer poops and some, oh, I hope these aren't Santa poops. We'll just call them Santa hat material. And of course, because it is the holidays, Pierre is not wearing his normal chef's hat. Pierre is wearing his Santa hat. And right here we also have some Santa decorations. So I guess we'll just get started here. Pierre is not going to bother looking at the instructions. Pierre is just going to wing it. Pierre thinks he can figure it out. You take the pieces and you glue them together with the icing, and then you decorate. That smells really good. But it doesn't taste good though, that's pretty hard. So we'll just knead this up. Oh yeah, there are some chunks in there that we want to make sure we work out. Pierre also bought some sparkle gel red right there. Oh, he's coming out of the packaging, gross. No wonder it was hard. That part had formed a crust, gross. Okay, so let's get started here. We are going to start here with the house, and it looks like this is the roof, and this is the back, and these are the sides. So we will just kind of build it like that. Okay, so where has Pierre been? Well, last time we saw Pierre was on his Christmas special 2017. And Pierre was making cookies for Santa. And those cookies turned out really good, and you can see the video right up here. And anyway, Pierre then took a small break, and when Pierre came back, he filmed two episodes of Cuisine à la Pierre. They were product reviews for the qNdYRQnk and the Emerald Lagasse knife set. And Pierre films them both in the same day and spent about 18 hours filming them. And when Pierre got done, he copied them to his computer, or at least he thought he copied them to his computer, because Pierre runs with about 3 or 4 cameras for each episode. And somewhere in there, because Pierre was in the process of moving, which we'll talk about in a second, and so Pierre thought he had copied the film from his main camera, the one looking at Pierre's face, and so he accidentally deleted it from his camera. And well, it turns out Pierre had not copied it to one of his computers. Because he was working between a laptop and his normal desktop, he got confused and deleted the footage. There was a lot going on all at once. So we lost footage, and so all I had was the secondary camera, which those episodes, it was pointed at the products. And so there was a whole lot of talking and everything, and all you could see was the product. So Pierre wasn't sure what he wanted to do. If he wanted to go back and refilm the face-on parts, but it was a lot of film. He also wasn't sure if he wanted to do like a recap video where he would say, hey, Pierre lost some footage. It was about the qNdYRQnk, and let's look at it, the footage we have, and do voiceover work. So we just, that is really making these difficult because there's icing coming out of 2 spots. Pierre's not doing a very good job. No one told Pierre this was so difficult. Let's add a lot more icing. We were really cement it down. There. It smells like a cinnamon and vanilla explosion. So Pierre was discouraged by that, and also, as Pierre said, he was moving. So he moved into a new kitchen, which was okay, and that's the kitchen you saw in the last episode, the one with Santa. However, it's a little weird to move in with a different kitchen, and Pierre has someone else sharing the kitchen with him, and so it's a little different to share a kitchen when Pierre likes to take it over for 18 hours straight. And at the same time, then YouTube decided to stop monetizing small channels. Yes, Flarecorp Media was being monetized, very little bit. We didn't have many viewers, but it's nice to see a little bit of income, just to know that, hey, I'm getting paid 20 cents per video. But YouTube decided they changed it where you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and then I think it was like 10,000 minutes watched per year to be monetized again. And Pierre doesn't have nearly that many subscribers. Flarecorp Media doesn't have that many subscribers. So that was pretty discouraging as well. So 3 things so far. We lost footage, we got unmonetized. Again, it wasn't that much, but it's just nice knowing that if there's a chance that this gets big, then might make a little bit more money, $30, $40. That would be enough to buy, some more products or something. And then moving into the new kitchen and having to deal with moving computers and all of that. Oh, poo. Okay, so let's try these. Let's use the base to help. We're going to use the big lap. Oh dear. Oh, this is terrible. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. There. So let's do like that. And like that. Oh, this is a nightmare. It doesn't help. There's 2 holes in this bag. There. It is ugly, but so is Pierre. Oh, no. Je sais pas. At least it's staying now. While Pierre holds this, he can continue telling you the story more successfully. There's also always been... Oh, it's exploding from the back, too. What the hell? There's also always the issue that people always think that Pierre and Jason, who does videos on Flarecorp Media as well, are the same person. And we're not the same person. Jason does the tech videos and travel vlog, and Pierre does the cooking. And so people were getting confused. They were subscribing to Pierre's videos, expecting to see more cooking and kitchen tour reviews and that sort of thing. And then they were getting interrupted with tech videos or videos where he's going to, Seattle or something. And people would subscribe to him, and then Pierre would come bouncing in and make some food. And so people were getting confused what they were actually subscribing to, if it was Jason or Pierre. And so all of these things, like Pierre wants to share recipes and pictures of food and little tips and everything on social media, like on Instagram or on Facebook. But if people are subscribing for the tech videos, they don't want to see all of these food tips showing up. It's just disconnecting the audience. So, with that said, after talking with Jason, there's nothing left for us to do, but Pierre is going to have to say goodbye to Flarecorp Media. Yes, Pierre is going to actually start his own channel, his own YouTube channel called Cuisine à la Pierre. And he's going to have his own website, and his own Instagram, and his own Facebook page. And you can subscribe to all of that, and you will see nothing but Pierre. And Pierre can just show everything that he wants to share with you. His love of food, his love of drinks, his love of beer, his love of kitchen products and everything. And so Pierre's very excited because Pierre has been wrestling with this for a long time. Lots of people have said that running 2 channels is too difficult. You're fracturing your fan base. You should just work on getting enough followers on one channel in order to make that succeed, and then when you have enough, splinter it out. But Pierre just always felt he couldn't express his full nature when he was also working with Jason and the tech videos and travel stuff. It was just too different. And so, Pierre has his own YouTube channel starting up. And the goal, 1 episode per month, because Pierre has another job and he has to help do other things. So 1 episode per month, and then we will try and maybe do some more snippets, but social media will be a little more active. We will post recipes or pictures or discuss food, and you'll have a chance to grow a community of food lovers. And then we might throw in some extra short little videos or stuff like that in between the big main videos. The once a month videos will be the full Cuisine à la Pierre that you have come to know and love. Pierre's not sure if this is going to stay, but we need to get moving on with our lives. So at this point you may be saying to yourself, Pierre, what do you like to drink when you are making a gingerbread house? Is it coffee? Is it perhaps eggnog? Well, no, Pierre likes to drink a holiday wine, and this one is from a winery nearby to where Pierre lives. It is called James Arthur Vineyards in Nebraska, near Lincoln, Nebraska, and this one is called Santa's Secret. And you want to know what the secret is? You have a nice red bottle, and when we pour it out, it is clear. Yes, it's a white wine masquerading inside of a red bottle. And this is actually an Edelweiss that they've tweaked just a little bit to make it a holiday special, but that's the secret, is it's an Edelweiss in a red bottle. So let's have a drink. Here's to you and the Merry Christmas and the coming New Year. So this video is getting pretty long, so let us continue on and start decorating a little more vigorously. This thing is a nightmare. It's exploding everywhere. So we're going to switch to the red sparkle gel. It may look a little weird, but at least it won't be exploding everywhere. So when can you expect the first Cuisine à la Pierre on his new channel? Well, we're looking at the end of January, so about 1 month from now, we will put up the first video. The YouTube channel, you'll be able to subscribe to it. Once that channel is up, we will make it public once that first video is up. And the Facebook page will be available here before the end of the year for you to like. So by the time this video is finished editing, that Facebook page should be live. So you can find a link to Cuisine à la Pierre on Facebook right below, along with probably the Instagram and Twitter accounts for Pierre as well. If you follow us along on there, then you will get to see all of the stuff as it comes out. The behind the scenes, the extra goodies, the extra recipes, the extra tidbits of information. That looks pretty good, actually. Let's go ahead and stick some bowls on there. So if you want Pierre's review on the Jelly Belly gingerbread kit, Pierre gives it a 1 out of 10 stars because the icing, it exploded from 2 different directions and it's just horrible. You will just spread that around. We'll stick stuff to you later. So in the comments below, let Pierre know how he is doing. As Pierre said, he's never made one before. He's losing his bowls everywhere too. If you do gingerbread houses, go on the Facebook page and share a picture of your gingerbread house. And if Pierre likes it a lot, he will share it out with all of his fans. So it's going to be hard to top this gingerbread house because it is amazing. Oh boy, Pierre really messed up on this side. These are right next to each other, and on this side, they are not. This is what Pierre wanted to do on this side. So what can you expect with the upcoming seasons of Cuisine à la Pierre? Well, Pierre is going to go back to doing some of the things where Pierre has never cooked the item before, such as Pierre believes it was episode 2 where Pierre cooked a coney and rice. Pierre had never cooked a rabbit before, and when Pierre opened up the bag and saw the rabbit staring at him, that was a little hard for Pierre to take. He actually had to stop the camera and compose himself because Pierre has never gone hunting or prepared foods that wasn't already cooked the way you'd expect it to be. We'll just use the wine cork. You know, he goes into the grocery store, the butcher, and they just give him a fully prepared thing that no longer looks like the animal that he is cooking. So I guess if you count turkey, but there's something about mammals that made it a little difficult. So we're going to do more of that. Pierre has always wanted to learn to cook a lobster. So we're going to do a lobster. We will also look at some more wine pairings and maybe go take a tour of a winery. We will look into some picnic food for the summertime, some finger foods that's great to take on a romantic picnic or something like that. But also Pierre wants to make sure that he is producing recipes and stuff that you would like to try cooking yourself. It shouldn't just be about weird things. Pierre also makes sure to continue to look for interesting kitchen gadgets that he can review as well, so that you know if you should spend your money on it or not. And then of course we need Santa. Santa, who brought Pierre his wonderful whisk last year. And we'll put Santa's bag of toys back here. Make it look like it's coming out of the sleigh. The thing about this white icing is it does work like kind of a binder. It gets really hard, as you can see on Pierre's fingers. It gets very hard. What else? We need some Santa hat poops. Then we'll Do some more of that just all around. Not on the reindeers. Ah, it's coming out the back. Pierre wanted to take some of these greens and make little bushies. Well, on that note, Pierre thinks he's going to call it an episode. Pierre mostly just wanted to get out some information about what is going on. So to recap, Pierre is moving to his own YouTube channel called Cuisine à la Pierre. That will be first video will be coming out at the end of January. Pierre will be having a Facebook page, Instagram page, and Twitter page that you can find links to in the bottom and go follow. Yeah, with that, let's just get Santa down here. And just remember, Pierre tried his best. Pierre has never made a gingerbread house before, so this is how it goes. So from Pierre's house to yours, Pierre wishes you a very Merry Christmas. And until next time, happy cooking and bon appetit. Mwah! Pierre just realized what's wrong, why he keeps looking at this camera and not that camera. Because that camera didn't have the viewfinder flipped. So Pierre couldn't even see if he was in focus. Oh, he's coming out of the packaging. Gross. First things first, we open the cap. I know, you're like, Pierre, get on with the show. Tell us where you've been. Well, give Pierre a second. Pierre was planning to work and talk. He has to get his accoutrements, if that's the proper word, set up. How does this cat get out? Pierre locked this cat away because he's all sniffy, and on the camera he'd be going What the heck? Oh, cool. Let's stop.